Chapter 16, Profits and Payoffs. We rode into Corey's yard at 10:30 the next morning. Corey was sitting on the porch steps with a shovel in his hand waiting for us. "You're late." "I guess." We dropped off our bikes on the grass. "But you'll be happy with why today." "Why?" Corey made a move as if to cross his arms, annoyed like, but he was holding the shovel in one hand, so it didn't quite work. I held back my snicker. Just barely. "Let's go around back," Bobby Jean suggested. The front of Corey's house was all windows. Nothing said "Mom's watching" like 7 giant panes of glass, especially when the sun glare made it much too bright to see in from the outside. "What's the shovel for?" "We have to turn the compost," so Corey informed us, "and that won't take an hour, so she's got us washing the outside windows." "That's way more than an hour," I complained. Corey's house was not large, but it was built up on a high brick foundation. To reach the windows, we'd have to use a ladder and everything. What gives with that? "We can finish tomorrow," she said. "We have to remember to keep an eye on the time, though," Bobby Jean reminded us, "and not get distracted." He was right. When Corey's mom had had us wash both family cars, we'd lost track of time and finished the whole job. 3 hours that cost us. There might have been an elaborate sponge fight that took up a chunk of those hours, but still. There was only one shovel, so we took turns at the compost pile, 3 scoops each, and then hand off the shovel. That made it slow but fair. It wasn't as smelly as you'd expect a bunch of rotting food to be. The occasional peach pit or banana peel surfaced as we scooped. "Good news," I reported as I handed off the shovel to Corey. "We sold the apple cart," Bobby Jean said. "The fireworks? Great." Corey was clearly not cut out for stealth work. "The whole point of a code word is that you don't have to say the real thing," I reminded him. I pointed at the house, "especially where certain people might hear you." "Oh, right." Corey winked dramatically. "The apple cart." Sheesh. "Anyway, here's your cut." Bobby Jean pulled the roll of bills from his pocket and forked them over. Corey's eyes bugged. Whoa. Those $50 sure looked fat and happy sitting in Corey's palm. Bobby Jean had the bright idea to swap out a couple of Robo's 20s with some of our piggy bank singles. This had a double benefit. More space for our savings, plus it made the offering to Corey look absolutely huge. "Yeah, Styx got us more than we expected," Bobby Jean said. Corey's face darkened at the mention of Styx. He glanced over our shoulders. "He's not coming here, right?" "We don't need him to mediate anymore, do we?" I said. "The deal's done." Corey pocketed the cash by way of agreement. "How'd it go?" Styx asked when we met that afternoon. "We're in the clear," I said. "Corey's happy." "Let's check on the stash," Styx said. "Has your dad got any tools?" We showed him the shed. He selected a few simple items, a regular wrench, a socket wrench, pliers. We emptied the wagon and flipped it over. Styx took the wrenches and went to work on the broken wheel. "Looks pretty messed up," Bobby Jean said. His voice oozed skepticism. "Anything is fixable," Styx said. He pried at the bent axle till it groaned. "Anything?" I didn't really mean to say it out loud. "Anything with metal parts, I mean." Styx kept working, didn't raise his head. "Why? What do you want to fix so bad?" The woods fell silent. No breeze. I thought about breaking news, ordinary things, our empty seats on the bus to the museum. "Seems like you got it pretty good," Styx added. "I don't want to be ordinary." It wasn't the right words, at least it wasn't all of them. Bobby Jean sighed like the world was ending. "Here we go again." Styx glanced up. "You feeling dissatisfied?" "Dissatisfied?" "Yeah," I said, "dissatisfied." The word tasted like the feeling, like a mouthful of vinegar or the sound of never-ending bad news. "That's good. You know why?" I didn't. Dissatisfaction is the first step on the road to greatness." Styx pointed the socket wrench at me. "You want to make a change?" "Yeah." "All the way to the bottom of your heart and back?" I put my whole self into answering. "Yeah." Our eyes locked. Styx' power arced into me. "Then nobody can stop you." Styx righted the wagon. He rocked it side to side, testing its stability. People who like things exactly the same aren't the ones who go out and change the world. We're world changers? It felt like he had pinned a badge to my chest, one made of gold dust and sunshine. Styx handed me the wagon handle. "Only if you want to be." I tugged. Sure enough, it rolled straight. Impressive. "So we can take it to the other guy now?" We'll try on Sunday, Styx said. It's the best time to catch it. He plucked a rusty metal box off the pile of goods and set it aside. Except this. We'll need this later. What is it? I asked. The box had some kind of images on the side. They were too covered in dirt and rust to be recognizable. We'll find out when we clean it up, Styx said. I know a guy who likes this sort of thing, and it might be worth something to us. That's all I'm thinking. Where'd you learn to fix stuff? Bobby Jean asked as we reloaded the wagon. Yeah, and can you teach us? I added. Styx raised a shoulder. Guess I picked it up somewhere. That quick shrug was becoming very familiar. It was like a little shimmy, his way of sliding out from under an answer. Maybe he could only forget the truth with one shoulder at a time. We didn't know that much about Styx yet. It didn't occur to us to study his every move or to wonder what he was hiding. How could he have been hiding anything? He was too busy showing us a whole new world. Chapter 17. The Limitless Magic of Styx Malone. The first time Styx came for dinner, well, it started out as a disaster. He knew his manners perfectly well, he just didn't like to use them. He rubbed his mouth with his hands, then wiped them on his jeans, things like that. Mom watched him quiet, her lips pursed, like they were stuck in a pre-scold, but she held it back. Styx had that effect. Right when it seemed like she was about to say something against him, he'd smile. This rice is delicious, Mrs. Franklin, he'd say. Mom had made her style rice, soaked in buttery mushroom sauce. Mom ruffled her napkin. I'm glad you like it. Styx knew how to find the line, dance right on top of it, tip his hat. I admire that. What grade are you in, Styx? Round about 10th, he said, his mouth full of salad. I'll say this for Styx. He cleaned his plate, no complaints. Roundabout? Does that mean going in or coming out? Styx shrugged. What's the difference? It's just school. What do you plan to do when you graduate? Geez, Mom was grilling Styx just as good as the fish. Styx tipped a shoulder and shoveled in more lettuce. Get a job, rule the world. His leafy grin caused Bobby Jean to snort cough into his juice. What sort of job interests you? Mom's voice was syrupy. That meant she was closing in for the kill. Styx has been to the Children's Museum 10 times, I reported, hoping to get him off the hot seat. He likes the science exhibits best. That's nice, Dad said. His attention was on the style rice. He laid a few grains on Susie's tray, then dug back in. I'm fixing to check it out again one of these days, Styx said. Maybe we could all go together? I suggested, glancing sideways at Dad. Dad shook his head slowly. No cause going into the city. Which is what he always said, so I don't know why in this case it started me simmering. You never let us go anywhere, I complained. We were less than 30 minutes from the edge of the city and barely 45 from the heart of things, even when there was traffic. Caleb. Mom did the thing where she only said one word, but put a lot of tone into it. Dad set down his fork. This discussion is over. No! I tried to hold myself back, but I couldn't. My voice had a tone now, too, the tone of whine. We're small-town folk, Caleb. Everything we need is right here. Dad reached over and squeezed Mom's hand. I dropped my face into my hands, horrified. Dad was making us sound like country bumpkins. It's better that way. I didn't understand. Dad grew up in Indy. He knew the city through and through. All the lights, the buildings, the sights, and the people. Yet for some reason he preferred the middle of nowhere. Better for who? I couldn't stop myself. Bobby Jean sighed, no doubt anticipating the lecture that was coming. We're safe here. People know us here. Caleb. My heart stung all the way down to the bottom and my back. My fingers curled around the edge of the table. My lungs were working overtime. I wanted a change. No one could stop me. Dad. You're right, Mr. Franklin. Styx spoke over me, his voice as smooth as Mom's butter sauce. This is a great town. He smiled at Dad. You a Pacers fan? Colts? You ever ball? Oh, yeah, Dad said. Defensive back, Fourth Ridge High. I know Fourth Ridge, Styx nodded. Good team. Back in the day, yeah. They've gone downhill. Shame, Styx commiserated. My fingers slowly relaxed. Styx winked at me, then shook his head. Not now, it seemed he was saying. Dad nodded. Sat on the bench at IU. Got on the field twice, though, against Iowa, against Notre Dame. He looked at the centerpiece, a wooden vase of what he called durable flowers. His gaze turned distant for a moment, then he grinned. Good times. You played Big Ten. That's serious bragging rights, Styx acknowledged. Dad grinned again. That's how I wooed Angie here. She was a sucker for my sweet moves on the field. And off, I bet, Styx said. Ew, Bobby Jean and I chorused. Even Mom cracked a smile at that one. Styx Malone, miracle worker. You play ball? Dad asked. Styx raised a shoulder. I can hold my own in the schoolyard. Dad looked pleased. Hey, we should all toss it around one evening. It was like pulling teeth to get me and Bobby Jean to play ball. I didn't have interest. Bobby Jean couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, as they say, but he was built like a linebacker, which didn't involve ball skills at all, so Dad held out hope. That sounds great, Mr. Franklin, Styx said. We'll do that. But not tonight, Mom said. It's getting dark and time for dessert. Bobby Jean? Luckily, he was the one who got tagged to help clear. I could barely sit still. Styx loved the museum and could fix everything, and he knew how to talk to Dad. The feeling at the bottom of my heart was still there, dissatisfied. But maybe I had more to learn from Styx before I could properly fight my battle. We enjoyed strawberry shortcake for dessert, and then it was time for Styx to go. I'll drive you home, Dad said. No cause to be roaming after dark. Nah, it's just over the woods, Styx said. Dad hesitated. Not a house between here and there, Styx added. I'm okay. Dad frowned. Well, I'll walk you out. He stalked to the back porch like someone was forcing him. Thanks for being cool about things, I whispered as Styx walked to the door. Sorry we can't go to the museum together. Don't sweat it, Caleb, my man. He gave my thoughts a little nudge with his eyebrows. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? I did. Styx's secret message cut through my frustration like a knife. The grasshopper was the key. When it was ours, we could go anywhere. We could ride all the way into Indy. We could chill at the museum. Styx could show us everything, and Dad would never need to know. At the door, Styx turned around. He slapped our hands in the way he'd shown us. Slap, curl fingers together, slap, and slide away easy. He could do it with both of us at the same time, one each hand, real smooth. He tugged up his jeans to almost cover his boxers, smiled over at Mom standing behind us, gave a little bow. Thank you, ma'am. That was a right good supper. Styx had sure eaten enough of it, too. No leftover style rice for us this time. You're welcome in our house any time, Mom said. Behind her back, Bobby Jean made a huh face, and I can't say I blamed him. Mom was full of surprises tonight. Styx smiled the usual knowing way. I'm more of an outdoor cat, he said. Very well. Boys, tell Styx good night. See you tomorrow, he said, waving. Bobby Jean and I started clearing the dessert plates. We scraped everything and loaded the dishwasher. Then we held out our fists. Bobby Jean counted it off. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ha! My rock crushed his scissors, so he scrubbed the pots and I dried. We dried our hands only to find Mom lingering behind us, bouncing Susie to sleep. Her expression said a bit of damage control was in order. That was a great dinner, I told her. Styx was really impressed. This is your new friend? Mom said. The war in her eyes clashed right over my head. She wanted to trust us. Trust was a thing with Mom. That and giving people the benefit of the doubt. But Styx was a lot to take.